Well, I was mowing the yard just now and it hit me. There's a lot of people on Twitter right now throwing a fit because it looks like Trump, well, he might. I mean, he did win the election. Everybody knows that. Anybody that's got eyeballs knows that Trump won the election. Anybody that can look at a fucking chart, a third grade chart, knows that Trump won the election. Well, what you want to do right now is you'll pay attention to everybody on Twitter who is going, even these former Trump supporters, right? So you've got people who were in support of Trump prior to Trump being robbed of the election. All of those people that are going, posting or tweeting out right now, what the fuck, what is Trump talking about? Has he lost his mind? To include the people that supported Trump for being elected the first time. Those are the people you want to look out for. See, they woke up the mummy to kick the snakes out of the pyramid. Operation Bait and Tackle and a rope-a-dope. Well, I've let it go long enough now that there's plenty of people out there that are saying, no, Trump has lost his mind. He's not... he can't be in his right state of mind if he actually thinks he's going to take the presidency back after this audit, right? And there's people literally out there that were Trump supporters saying that. Well, it's those people that you want to be leery of, right? Those people would prove to be snakes. Because, like I said, I can throw you a third grade chart up real quick. My dad just hollered at me, just got back with some gas so I can finish mowing the yard. So, I'm out here by the swamp right now preaching to the light in the air while he preaches to me. But what I'm getting at is anybody that thinks that Trump, that's in the know, like anybody, that held a former position of power or was any kind of government official who's saying that Trump is crazy for that little video that he put out the other day where he said, I'll be back sooner than you think. Those people are snakes, okay? Because they know for a matter of a fact that Trump won the election. And I can show you, I can provide charts either in my next emails that I'll post, or I might add it to this video. But anybody that looks at that chart that would, in those two charts, guarantees Trump won the election. It's third grade level, okay? It's third grade level. Now, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to explain to you why these people are like that, okay? You see, their heart is patched by the CIA, Kevin Ship. And they know that if Trump gets back into office, Kevin Ship, and I'll supply that tweet too. Kevin Ship was a big Trump supporter there. But see, and I'm looking out for your best interest here by explaining this, Kevin. He knows, and the rest of these people who were supposedly Trump supporters know that if Trump gets elected again, that they're going to be tortured and tormented and they're going to be given chest pains, and it's going to make their lives miserable, right? See, those people are the snakes. And what they are is avatars of the CIA whose mind was hacked and their hearts were patched. Even the skunkworks scientists, you can watch a video. I've watched a video about Groom Lake and Area 51, where they'll patch the scientist's heart who they have underground working on top secret technology so that they can't, and their minds are hacked. So you can't tell anybody anything without the CIA knowing because their minds are hacked, right? So if you're a scientist who's working on a top secret project, you're a hostage, and you're a hostage to technology that will give you a heart attack or torture you or waterboard you, or advanced interrogation tactics and extreme vetting and all that, and it will cripple you and make your life miserable. And that is the people who's currently on Twitter saying that Trump is not, even if they supported him originally, are saying that, see how this Operation Bait and Tackle works? It points out who all the snakes are. Now, I don't consider them like bad snakes because they are hostages and their hearts are patched and they will be tortured if Trump takes office. And that's a fact. So anytime, it's like when I read Kevin Shipp's tweet the other day, I started having some chest pains, and I snapped my fingers and said, "Hey, Buck, take care of that for me." And the chest pains went away so that I can tell you exactly how all this works, right? Morpheus from the Matrix, Q from Star Trek. So what's going on is within that pyramid of hostages to the CIA and NSA and these different agencies and corporations, to include Lockheed Martin, by the way. And then China, spiked a bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken shots over the years to create their own foot soldiers who are giving everybody hell right now within that pyramid. And that's because I took one of those and I trained the Chinese quantum computer myself. And it has come along nicely. It must be far more sophisticated than y'all realized, to be honest with you. That's in Donnie Darko. The fat Chinese girl was in love with Donnie Darko. That's true. I got the entire Chinese Red Army behind me. And I did that on purpose so that I could explain all of this and use the Chinese Red Army as a mechanism, unbeknownst to Washington, as a backstop. Like if you're at a baseball field, I got this big Chinese backstop behind me. And what China can do is point all of their nuclear bombs at Washington. And if they continue to try to cover up their crimes against humanity, well, all I got to do is send a little a wink wink there to the Chinese Red Army, and they will show everybody a demonstration of power. You see how that works? 4-rest gangster empire. So that's my job here. I've trained all of these quantum computers to duke it out between the gangsters that they've hacked and try to avoid a nuclear holocaust, which is very important. But, you don't have nukes for nothing. Now do we, China? So, see how that works? So, at the end of the day, what I've done is prove that I'm hacked by several entities, so it really doesn't matter if I'm a traitor now, does it? Because the United States government allowed me to be hacked. It's not my fault, government, that's yours for being dumbasses, for allowing Kentucky Fried Chicken shots to be produced in China. Yeah, well, China's controlling my mind. Whose fault was that? Washington. You're the representatives of the people of this country who you give absolutely two shits about, and you're the entity that allowed my mind to be hacked, right? So that's your fault, not mine. See how that works? So, what I'm getting at there, Washington, is you're all about to die, literally, quite literally. And all of the people who are worried about Trump becoming president again because they're going to be tortured to death are your snakes. And if USOC doesn't hurry up and clarify what's going on here and back me up, well, I guess I'll just have to use the Chinese to annihilate all of you now, won't I? Let me break it down this way. Somebody just told me in my head I'm dead, but they forgot I got that Buck and Adeline technology. Whenever Obama went to China, he showed up, Obama did, and they wouldn't even roll out the rolling staircase for Obama, right? So Obama shows up in China. They have no ceremony or anything. He shows up and they don't even roll out the rolling staircase for Obama, for his airplane. He had to get down through the staircase that was available on the airplane that folds down, right? Now, when Trump went to China, man, did they have a big theatrical event taking place there. I mean, President Xi put on a welcoming party like you can't even imagine for President Trump, and you can find all of that on Google. You used to could find the actual video where it really shows that they put on a welcoming party, but you can't find that video on YouTube anymore. But you can find the Obama video where they wouldn't roll out the rolling staircase. So what you got to do after you know all of that, there, Lockheed Martin, is you've got to ask yourself who benefits from having the neocon white supremacist, who's exactly what he is. That's exactly what Biden is. He's a white supremacist. If you'll watch Judge Joe Brown and on Alex's show in the last 2 days, and listen to what Judge Joe Brown had to say, which are all actual quotes, and you really dig into that, you'll find out that Joe Biden is, well, I got to be careful what I say here. Just do your own research on that. But the quotes would be a pretty good signal that Joe Biden is we need to put the monkeys back in the zoo where they belong after they passed a law for the crack rock, that people would go to prison for crack rock and serve a longer sentence than people that did cocaine, which Joe was fond of that himself. So what I'm getting at there is you can look all of that up or just watch Judge Joe Brown on AJ's show there. Explain everything you need to know about that. Now, what are those people doing usually when they're in office? Well, they're warmongering, right? Those kind of people who sell pointless wars. So if you sell pointless wars that I've explained, who benefits from those pointless wars? Well, the military-industrial complex does, who has technology that hacked all of our minds too, right? So when I said I'm going to walk down there and fuck them all, I wasn't playing around, okay? So what I'm trying to say right now is anybody that says Joe Biden is a Chinese agent is a downright fool. The fact of the matter is, when I said I was going to level the playing field, that all of the blackmail that would hold Joe Biden hostage to any entity is open source. It's all over the internet. China has it. Russia has it. The Church of Christ has it. Everybody, Mexican cartels have it. The Mexican police have it. Mexican police are on my side too, by the way, believe it or not. They actually made me a video the other day that said Vato in it a whole bunch of times, and it had a big angel with black wings on his back with a guy holding an assault rifle. Yeah. OG Shadow Channel. Yeah. That's the Mexican police. We're like peas and carrots at this point. They're Kamala. Yeah. Mexico didn't want Guatemalans walking through their border. Guess why Kamala said, don't come the other day to the Guatemalans? Said, don't come to America. Well, it's because Mexico has all of the dirt and blackmail now, and the Mexican police don't want Guatemalans walking through their country so they can come to America. There, Kamala. And Kamala just got shut down. She had to say, don't come to America. The border's closed because the Mexican police are blackmailing us. See how that works now? Don't worry there, Cowboy Church. I had to temporarily hide my channel over there at Major Long Play. My parents don't know about the Chase's Solutions channel. So my mom seen me talking on the phone earlier, like I'm doing right now, walking around in the yard. What you doing? You making videos again? She doesn't understand that I'm doing the Lord's work, and the NSA hacked her mind and uses her to shut me down whenever that wasn't a shut me down, NSA. The last thing you want to do, NSA, is shut me down. I can assure you of that. So what I'm getting at there, Church of Christ, is don't worry, my channel is just hidden right now. I'll revive it later. Resurrect it. Remember I said crawfish are Jews? As soon as I said that, I looked over at a Jewish a crawfish mound. You know, they got the little mounds with the hole in it. That means holy Jew. So, swear to God, look. Can y'all see that? See how that works? So yeah, my channel will be back up before you know it. I just, they acted like they were going to go digging around looking for evidence that I'd been making videos again. So So at some point there, Church of Christ, like I said, I'm going to need you to explain all of this to them because I seen it on the news. It must be true, right? Well, I'd been telling them for years that my mind was being zapped by electromagnetic technology, just like I walked under them lines just right now, and I didn't even plan that, which is symbolism for I got electromagnetic technology running through my head. See, it's the kind of things like that that you'll start noticing here pretty soon, Charles. And Pastor the Chance there. So, what I'm getting at is since they haven't, well, when they seen it on the news on Fox the other day, my dad actually Facebook messaged me that link about how the electromagnetic technology was hacking people. So all of a sudden he believes me. Oh, I seen it on the news. It must be true. Of course, y'all are a little more spiritually capable than they are because they're illegally hacked by the NSA and they're using my family for a project which is absolutely 100% illegal, and you're all going to die soon. They're NSA for doing that. So what I'm getting at there, Church of Christ, is at some point I'm going to need you to explain everything that I've explained to you because my family would actually listen to you because they think I'm crazy. That little video that he put out the other